was grooming a professional woman in a flirtatious conversation. This
All right. Sorry, I'm back. I was watching a video on YouTube about grooming in adults, and I just wanted to finish it before I started talking because I was focused on it, and I wanted to take in the content, and I couldn't have uh, watched it while I'm on live anyway because of the copyright thing. So so yeah, that's why I was muted for a while. Um, right now I'm trying out the Ommi hooks that were sent to me by Hooking and Stitching Island Style. You may have seen her in the chat. So right now that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying them out. Um, they look like this. They are very similar to furls. Um, They have the same bulb shape. They feel the same in your hand. This one has a little ridge at the end, so you'll notice that as a difference. I do feel it when I crochet, and it does bug me a little bit because I'm not used to holding that. I'm used to smooth hooks, but it's not a big thing. So the main difference I find is this one is the same height, about the same height as the furls, even slightly smaller. But she got me another one, and that one is much longer. So that's the main difference I found. Is they tend to be longer for some reason. Those are both Omi hooks, but they're different a little bit. This other one, this sparkly one, doesn't have the little ridges either. But if you can see the tip, that's an inline hybrid tip, just like the furls are. So they're tapered and rounded, but they also have that sharp inline thingy. They're slightly pointier than the furls. Although this one here is more rounded. I think they don't really have one particular mold though. But yeah, as you can see here, inline and then tapered all at once. So they work quite well. No, that's resin. Those are both resin hooks. And this one is just white and maroon, brownish, reddish stripes. So yeah, that one isn't though, but the sparkly one was pointier. But I'm used to how the furls work out. So far I've just used this for this, so no notable difference in the working apart from the slightly different size, but other than that it works just as well. The one thing I will say though is because it's resin hook, when it arrived it was coated with some greasy stuff, and that's something that happens when you get your hooks. They always have kind of a residue on them, and even in furls that happens. And that wasn't a problem for me. I just wiped that off. But just know you're gonna have to clean your hooks when you receive them. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, for me it's not a problem. I always have to clean the things I receive anyway, so I just did that. I did have to scrub it quite a bit though, because it was resisting and it was going into the ridges. It was a little bit messy, but it worked out. It still has some of the greasy residue now, but it's not as bad as it was. I'll just say that I'm not gonna touch my furrows after I've worked with these because I don't wanna contaminate with oily residue. Like I'm not gonna cross projects if that makes sense. To just to make sure I don't like um put any oily stuff on them because when I work, I can't work with that. It gets disgusting on my hands, and then I have the feeling, and I have to touch my hands, and I have to wipe my hands every time I do something, and every 5 seconds I have to wipe my hands. So for that reason, I'm just gonna use them for personal projects. When my hands have anything at all on them, they have to be clean and dry, like skin dry. No um, body oils, nothing. My hands always have to be perfectly dry. Otherwise, it bothers me. So that's it. But yeah. I've not streamed in the past few days. My roommate has been home a lot. He's not working anymore. So he's probably gonna be home all the time from now on. He says that he does have some work day next week, some work days next week, but I anticipate him being here very often. So I don't think we're gonna have all the peace in the world to stream. He yesterday he brought his girlfriend and they were really noisy and annoying. So yeah, it's resin. It's just the color that looks like wood, but it's definitely resin. I just liked it because it's striped. That looks gothy to me. Yeah, yeah, it's to protect. Yeah, no, it's to protect the resin actually because during shipping and whatnot, it can melt or uncure it a little bit if it wasn't like perfect. Normally, when you cure resin, you do have to cure it properly, and then after that, it's fine. But also, like things can happen during shipping, so they keep them coated with that stuff because I know it helps like release them from the molds and whatnot, but it also serves a purpose during shipping. So yeah, um, the furls are usually clean, a little bit cleaner when you receive them. However, I'm autistic. I have very strong sensory feedback, so to me the furls are even very greasy when I use them for the first few times. Yeah, I heard them talk about that during one of their furls live. They were talking about the residue on their hooks. But yeah, apparently that can also protect them. So I don't know how true that is. It's just what they were saying. So the ladies who do the furls lives, I don't think they're experts on resin. I just think they're there to talk about the products. So I don't know. Basically, they're probably given a sheet of things to say and like how to reply to customers and whatnot, because that's usually what you are given when you do promo. And when you talk about products, you have like a certain range of things you can say about it. um but yeah, in any way, it's no bother really. It will take a while for me to have them clean to my satisfaction, though, just because, like I said, I'm very sensitive to greasy and oily feelings. So, yeah, now I'm just using some of the scraps I got from the thrift store a while ago. These are the smaller yarns that didn't fit in with what I already had. So, here I have a silver center and then some blue and then some white. So I'm just doing the same size square as I was doing before. And I'm just trying to alternate colors a little bit. Used to use resin. I've made things out of resin for a while, but I hated it. So this here is premium acrylic. I know just because of the feel it has, but I don't know what brand it is. It came balled up, so I'm curious to know, to be honest with you. It feels a lot like Obi kind feather, but I know it's not that because it's not the same texture and colorways. But it looks like you could use it with it. I mean that pink color here, that sort of rose color. You cannot see because of the lighting, but yeah, that's a pretty much rose color. And then after that, I do have to use a sixth color. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. I don't know if I'm gonna do uh 5 or 6 rows on these squares. I think I wanna do 6 just because they are so small. But also, I don't have another color. I have some black scraps in here from my personal collection, but I feel like it would be harsh to have these like super pastely squares and then have a black border, and I'm not sure I want to do that, to be honest. So I don't know. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm on the fourth row here. But I'll show you what it looks like once I have the 5 rows, and we'll decide then. I don't even know what this is gonna become, to be honest. I just like uh separated all the DK and smaller yarns from the worsted and bulky that I got in my scraps and in the thrifted stuff as well. So and all the colors were similar and worked together, so I said, yeah, why not do a project? I think it's quite different actually, but resin is also kind of a plastic, but it's used as varnish a lot, and it's used in construction. It's used to embed things as well, join pieces of wood that are carved, things like that. And that's why you see these wood resin hybrid hooks. Like they just like cast it into mold, and then like it they break the wood in a few places in the hook, and then replace that with resin into a mold, and when it cures after that you got yourself a hook again, but that creates breaking points. It makes it more fragile, so personally I try to avoid using that. I don't have any, but there are a lot of fancy nice ones online. I would be scared to break it, to be honest with you. um I'm a little bit clumsy because I'm dyspraxic and dysgraphic. So because of that, getting too fancy of a hook would be a bad thing for me. I do like to look at them. I just added like tons of them to my Amazon wish list this morning, but just because they were pretty, I'm not buying them or anything. I just like to window shop people. basically. But yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to Hooking and Stitching Highland Style for sending me those. This morning I saw Dawn showing off her hook that she got, and she was really happy about it. It was really pretty. It was sparkly and pink. And so that's awesome. I got some that were a little bit more my style. One with the sparkly and all the colors, the blue, the yellow, and the orangish red. On Amazon, it looks um, more like orange, but in person, it was more like a soft red. Hold on, I will show you. I'll show you what I mean. If I can reach it. But see, if you look at it, okay, on the camera it shows orange, but in real life it looks really red. It looks like reddish pink almost. But yeah, on Amazon this is like very orange. So, just a second, I need to. My nose is dying. If you don't know, I have a cold, and my roommate is sick as well. So we're both basically dying, but I'm staying home and he's going crazy going out with friends and whatnot. And like, I don't want to criticize, but I'm trying to stay safe because I'm immunocompromised and my whole family is. Well, I'm not immunocompromised. I just have a weak immune system, but my dad is. And we're just like, you know, every time I'm sick, I have to stay home, which is obvious. But yeah, um, I don't remember what I was saying before. But yeah, I was window shopping nice wooden hooks with shapes and whatnot earlier. But yeah, I wouldn't trust myself around that. I wouldn't trust myself around the hook that cost me more like $50. I used to have some of the candy shops from Furls, and I loved them very much. They never broke. I got the thicker ones, not the very small ones who broke all the time. But yeah. He likes to share his germs, basically. And he has a girlfriend, and he's been inviting her all week. And I'm just like, dude, I don't think she wants your cold. I don't think she's here for that. Yeah. But it's mostly because the resin wooden hooks, like the one with things embedded in them and whatnot, that creates breaking points, like weak points in the hook because you have to break it. Okay, so basically it starts us off as one piece of wood, right? You have to break it, snap it into places, and basically replace that part with the resin. And that's where it doesn't bond perfectly because it's a different material. It gets smooth enough because the resin gets into the cracks and whatnot. It holds it together. But if you're really rough with your usage, you could break that. So that's why I say I just don't trust myself with that. They're so beautiful, but like even like Nelson Wood or something, he makes gorgeous hooks, but I wouldn't trust myself around them. I would constantly be afraid of using them and breaking them. And now I'm on the last color. I could do a yellow border if I had banana yellow. That would look good. I made some space yesterday in my yarn shelf. I was basically just putting all specific yarns together. So everything I'm selling as a shelf, everything that is cotton cakes that I'm not selling is on another shelf, and I was just putting stuff together and clearing up some space. So I'm gonna be buying more worsted acrylic because I need it for orders, and I want a larger palette of colors. I don't have that many, to be honest. I have some like um in my sterilite drawers, and it's separated by color, and it's all brands mixed together. Just a bunch of yarns together. But we're gonna try to be more organized from now on because I have a big collection and I have to know what I'm doing if I'm making an order or something. Right now I'm using baby colors and it's really annoying me. This is not what I would normally use. I wouldn't normally use these colors together. It does look good, but you know, not very wintry. Well, I guess it is wintry colors, but not like as in me. This last mint color here is very scratchy. It's really annoying. That's what happens when you work from scraps. You get things that are not necessarily the best. But yeah, so far the hook works really nicely. Very similar to furls. I've not tried the longer one. I think I will struggle a little bit at first because I do tend to hold my hook really high. And since it's longer, I don't know how my hand will position on that, but I will be trying it once I use worsted yarn for like squares or something. But right now I'm using a 4.5 and just enjoying the process. Yeah, yeah. The only reason I'm using this is because it came in a scrap bag, and I did want to make like scrap projects and either sell or donate those. Um, the other one I did with the more classic colors. I intend to make into a blanket and gift it to my brother so he can use it like either in my parents' condo where he lives during his college years, or if he gets an apartment or something, he will have that as home decor. Because obviously he doesn't really have home decor of his own. So I thought he would appreciate a blanket. Obviously, I'm not gonna give him the one with the baby colors unless he has a baby. Maybe then. I don't know. He's a little bit young for that at that time. At this time, my brother is 18 right now. So yeah, he is. He is very young. He just Wait, no, he's 17. He's not. Oh, no, he is 18. Okay. I got mixed up for a second. But he is 18. He just started college. Right now, we'll just weave in the tale before I respond to comments or anything. Because I just want to have that done. Okay, let's weave. No, at this point. Okay, there we go. I apologize if it's a little bit slow today. I have quite a bit of brain fog. And also, I'm sick, so I'm not like the best, most bubbly person right now. Dawn showed off her shawl that Mr. Yarndall purchased for her, and the little kitty, and so that was cool. The little zombie cat, and I sent one to him as well. Ian gave you a link to some other hooks that are similar, and well, you're looking into those because they're a good price. Do you know what the name is? They have some that are like the Odyssey. Interesting. There you go. This is what my little squaries look like. They are very small. I might keep them small. I might do an exception to my rule and do the join as you go method. Like use a giant skein of white and join them all. Or I really want to join them in yellow, I'm not gonna lie. But these are gonna be similar. They're not gonna all have the same colors because I have some purple here, some darker purple, so I might substitute similar color families in some of the squares. Like I have this baby blue, but I also have this sparkly baby blue, so I might substitute from time to time. And we're gonna work it that way, you know. And I'm just gonna work on this when I'm live sometimes, when I don't have anything else to do. It's a nice little fun project. Um, right now my hands hurt though, so I'm not gonna make more squares. I just wanted to show off the hooks and talk about how they are. Just wanted to test them out because I've shown them on camera and I've talked about them already. And I talked about my first impressions and whatnot, but I didn't like. It was my first time using it, so I'm satisfied so far. I like it. It is very pretty too. I really like that one because of the stripes. It looks really interesting because normally you get vertical stripes or diagonal stripes. No, not vertical, but horizontal stripes rather. But this one has vertical stripes, and that makes it really interesting to me. So because of that reason, I like it. I like interesting things. I like things that are different. And so right now, it's gonna take a break of doing anything with my hands because I do want to be working on more orders. The dog is progressing right now. This is the body. I decided to do her sitting. So her little head is just gonna sit on top of this here, like at an angle, like forward a little bit. And I have one of the legs. The leg is gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna do side legs, the hind legs like folded up just so she's sitting. I don't know yet. Some details, some things I'm gonna have to figure out about this piece, but we're gonna figure it out as we go, right? Belladonna was really happy with what I had done so far, so that's good. 2.5 crochet. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'm gonna go see because I'm curious. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, it's an Etsy listing. I've seen those before. I do like that red though. It's really pretty. I might get some of the reds. Just because I'm kind of sad I can't get the Odysseys anymore. They're my favorite hooks. I might get a 5 millimeters. I really miss working with that. And the 4 millimeter. Yarn Art Center. I bet they sell yarn art. Hi, Elizabeth. You just got the pink glitter Ommi. Oh, that's cool. I hope you end up liking it though. So far I just made this tiny little square with the Ommi and I enjoyed it. They work very smoothly from what I saw so far. I've not used the bigger one yet. I've used only the 4.5. This one here. They look a lot thicker than the Furls 4.5 does. Yeah, they're much thicker. If you look at that, look at the necks. This is more like a 5.5, like a 5 millimeter hook. Which is like, it's weird to me. Because, yeah, it looks like it's the exact same size. And even if I'm not trying to get out of my way, you. Even if I look at the 5.5, no, just the 5 millimeter, not the 5.5. Even the 5 millimeter hook from Furls is smaller than the 5 millimeter from Ommi. So I don't know. That's weird. But I do like them. They're cool. They're pretty. Yeah, everyone's getting them. Actually, Hooking and Stitching Island Style got them for a bunch of us, really. She got one for Dawn. She got one for a few other people that were in the chat. So A bunch of us got some. Oh, yarn splitting. Yeah. That might be because they are much pointier. If you see a furls here, and if you look at the tip, the head is really. Oh no, that one isn't bad. It's the other one that was more pointed. It's this one here. If you look at that. I'm sorry, my lighting isn't that good. But yeah, some of their hooks are really pointy. So that might be playing a role in that. Yeah, you like pointy hooks. I like semi-rounded ones. See, that's pointy, but that's also rounded. This is the Furls Odyssey in D size. Has the little sticker on it. I'm sorry, I'm having a difficult time showing that to you. But yeah, that is a D. I've been using it for my recent order. Okay, let's put this aside. I'm not gonna crochet anymore tonight. Like I said, my hands are starting to really hurt. And I want to spare them because I want to finish the little dog. My customer's been waiting a long time and they're excited to get their order. You're gonna try getting used to it. Well, I hope you manage. Or you could get a yarn that is less prone to splitting, but also it's annoying to just have to change the yarn you use according to a hook. So I totally get that too. I've been looking at yarn art jeans because a lot of people seem to be making amigurumi with that. I apologize. I have to do this. Knitter's Pride has a nice rounded tip. As long as they're in line. I just worry too if all these kinds of hooks are so nice looking. Yeah. I have big hands. I have rather big hands, but I have short hands, as you can see, but I have stubby fingers. I have big stubby fingers. You're making a sun bunny. That's cute. Yeah, yeah, they're 7 inches. They're rather big. But I do like that. For me it works out well because yeah. I don't know. I'm just used to it. The first time I used the furl, I just fell in love with that, and I've not looked back. And so far, the Ommi seems nice. Sorry. There is a sale in that shop right now, in the link you just sent. And so I could get one of their hooks for way cheaper. And they're selling the whole set for $116, which I'm not gonna buy because I have most of these sizes. I want the red. I want a red one. I'm gonna add it to my favorites to remind myself. I want a 3mm too. I don't have that in furls. The smallest furl I have is 3.25, I think, which is the D. So far, I'm gonna tell you which ones I enjoyed the most. So I like the number 3 a lot. It is really cool, which is the red one with kind of the whitish swirls in it. The number 5 is the purple one. It's really cute. I like the number 12. The number 12 is called gray and black. I like that as well. That is cute. That is nice. I like the 16. The 16 is white and black. So yeah, these are the coolest one in my opinion. They carry very small hooks, but they don't carry bigger ones. I guess they're more geared at smaller projects too. Inline, alright. I'm gonna use a very big hook so that you understand well. But inline hooks have a flat portion here where the yarn goes into it, it feeds into it. It's flat, it's completely flat, and that is an inline hook. And the tapered hook wouldn't have that. I don't think I even have tapered hooks, to be honest. I don't like them. They work really weird for me, so I don't use tapered hooks. But in a tapered hook, you would basically just basically just be round and tapering up all the way. But yeah, you get that flat look to it. Yeah. I wish they had at least Yes, boy are tapered. Yeah. And Susan Bates would be in line. This, by the way, is by Pink Sheep Design. I will link her Etsy um, on here. Just give me a sec. But she does specialized 3D printed stuff. I got my Lucette fork from her shop as well. Actually, this is her husband's makes the Lucette forks. But yeah, she has a bunch of items specialized for big yarns and tools like she has a wrapper inch tool, she has flexible needles, all things that are made 3D printed. So cool. And recently she added rainbow hooks to her shop, and I really like those. Okay, I'll be right back. I need a refill. This is empty right now. So I'm just gonna get that filled up. And I am here again. Let's close this. I'm tired. I've not slept a lot. I went to bed really late because my roommate was making a bunch of noise, but I woke up at like 8, so that's why I'm so tired. Oh yeah, this is for really big yarns. You have to be motivated, but that's a 14 millimeters. I have bigger ones even. I'll show you all my Pink Sheep design hooks. I have 3 of them, and the biggest one here is an 18 millimeter. I used that to make a rug actually, with some velvet yarn. Whoa, sorry. But yeah, these are just really cool. Yeah, they have some hooks. Those are really, really nice. And they are coated with clear resin just to protect those. But I know she made a series of them that are not coated with anything, that you just get like the rough plastic. But these ones here are coated with clear resin, so that's why I do like those. I wouldn't like them if it was just the rough plastic. But Evelyn is really cool. I'm a mod for our YouTube channel actually. She hasn't been live in a long time, but yeah, I'm a moderator on there. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to buy the rainbow hook she has going on right now. I cannot link that to you. Oh, I can actually. Look at that rainbow goodness and tell me that's not pretty. Like, I'm just in love with that hook. I want it for my collection of queer stuff. And it's a 16 millimeters. That's a size I don't have right now. And I'm gonna add it to my crochet hooks listings. I don't think I'll ever have the funds to buy that anyway, but you know, I just like to dream. So And she has ergonomic smaller hooks too. She started that by just putting like regular metal hooks into the big stuff. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sorry. But Evelyn is very sweet. She's an amazing creator. Yeah, they are quite expensive, but also you gotta take into account that she prints all of those 3D printed, and she has to like mix the proper colors and everything. Sometimes it doesn't work out, it messes up a little bit. But she has like the powders for the pigment and whatnot that she has to manage correctly, actually, so it can be challenging, you know. Oh, there's a sparkly black on there. Oh my, I wish I was rich. It's already good that I have a lot of those. I have 3 of those. And when you buy from her, you get a membership to her club, and the more hooks you have, the more perks you have. So you get like emails and such, like there's a newsletter, and there are perks for people who have a certain numbers of hooks. I don't remember what they are. You'd have to look her up to know more about that. I lost the page, unfortunately, but yeah. I have a few of the tools. I have flexi needles. I can show you the flexi needles. These are really useful when you got big yarns and you want to get into annoying stitches. This here can adapt to fit bigger yarns through there, and it's flexible. You know, sometimes your stitches are like really hard to reach, even especially if you're working with like a blanket yarn or something. This is really good with it. Maybe not so much for smaller yarns where the stitches would be too small, and then this would just like fold as you try to poke in. But with larger yarns, this works really nicely. I have 3 of them. I have a purple one and an orange one. So I got the little flexi needles here. And they don't break. So that is nice. I have a few of her stitch markers. Can I even find them? Oh yeah, I have the Lisette fork in red. I originally wanted the purple. She was out of them, so I got a red instead. What else do I have? Yeah, she has kitty stitch markers. They're so adorable. It's one of the things I've wanted the most. I don't think I have the kitty ones. I think the ones I have are like I don't remember actually. But I have this. I have the wrap per inch tool. And it's like shimmery red, rusty red. But yeah, this is inscribed with all the numbers of wraps. If you lose the label to your yarn, you just wrap it around this and you count the amount, the number of turns, and then you follow the little list here. If you have 5 to 6 wraps, then you have a super bulky, and so on. So yeah, this is a really convenient tool to have if you're thrifting like me. And this measures exactly 1 inch, like from here to here. But yeah, um, the little stitch markers I have from her is these little winter hats. How cute is that? And they split open here at the end. But I don't use those because they tend to fall off because I use smallish yarns, so I don't really use them. I'm just gonna put this back so I don't forget it. Um, yeah. Um, what am I doing? Oh, this is. I don't know what this is. Okay. And I'm back. I'm sorry. I was figuring out where to put the stuff back. Yeah, the wool needles are really nice. I want a gauge swatch thing. I don't have that, and I want her hook thingy, like her hook size thingy. What's that called? I don't know if she still has that. Oh, it's with the wrapper inch tool. It's in the same thing. She has a hook gauge with it, and it does all the way from 10 millimeters to 25 millimeters. She doesn't have smaller ones though, but it's useful if you have a hook that is not inscribed with any size on it. But yeah, I want that crochet gauge tool. That is useful. And I would be getting it neon green, probably, or purple, because I don't have anything purple, I don't think. I have one yarn needle, and that's pretty much it. Portable yarn holder. Yeah, no. Yarn project color keeper. Needle holder. Yeah, you have a bunch of tools and things like that are really nice. And she has a bunch of patterns. I have some of her hats. I've made wait, just wait a second for me to find the name of the pattern. I will link it here when I find it. And just to piss me off, I'm not gonna find it. But I have her Halloween cat ear pattern. I've not made it yet, just because I don't have the yarns for it right now. And I have, hold on, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm very disorganized. Unless it's just not on our Etsy anymore. Sometimes that happens. Oh, I think it, yeah, okay, I found it now. It is the simple palm hat, and I've made it a lot, and it is really easy and fun to make. Here you go. And I have it in my Etsy store. I will send you the, I will share with you the listing. This hat right here I made with that specific pattern. But I made mine candy cane with some Lion Brand uh, thick and quick something. Wool is thick and quick. Wool is thick and quick. Um, I just thought that was a really cute beanie. And it's kind of Christmassy. So yeah, I just think it's cute. I have one that I made for myself in black and white, which is a similar colored yarn, but all the stripes are white, and it has some black specks in there, speckles or whatever. Hmm. Sorry. I'm tired. I will not stream for a very long time, I don't think. I think I'm pretty much ready to go back to hibernation now. I'm just waiting for my phone to finish charging. It's at 100% now. Oh, someone messaged me. Oh, someone, you will laugh. You will find this funny. Someone on Facebook dating is talking to me, and he asked what I was up to. So I said, I'm about to make some granny squares. And he goes, what are granny squares? My two guesses are something like crochet or knitting or something like passed down recipe. That was funny. That guy does not know what granny squares are. Making your own bags that are actually functional. Where? Oh, okay. I didn't see Elizabeth's message. I make a mushroom house bag that holds your project. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. It has a little hole in a window for your yarn. Oh, that's adorable. That's amazing. That's really cute. I bet. I oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm due for a good rest. I made some Valentine's Day rice this morning. I just put a bunch of red food coloring and now it's hot pink. I just felt like doing it. It was just fun. So sometimes I do things like that. Anyway, I'm falling asleep here. So I'm gonna wish everyone a good evening or night or whatever time it is where you are, and I'm gonna hope that you have a good time, a good meal, good rest if you need that. So, and thank you for hanging out and keeping me company in this hour of tiredness. But yeah, bye everyone. Hope you all have a good day, night.